Hey, it's Darren from innovationtraining.org. I'm just here in my basement hacking away at some AI tools. I want to show you one called Manus. Simple thing, you just type in what you want to do. So this is a little different maybe than your usual ChatGPT approach. This is like a good way to understand an AI agent, I'll say. Kind of AI working on your behalf, taking a challenge and working on it, figuring things out as it goes. So with this one, I'm not doing anything confidential. With this one, I'm just kind of working on a hobby, right? I collect these little design history artifacts. I got an inscribed and signed Frank Lloyd Wright autobiography. That was really exciting. But then I've also got a bunch of other stuff, like these Fröbel blocks, a Buckminster Fuller signed book, some Arthur Jacobs lamp design concepts, mid-century modern lamps, and a vase and some other things, some other interesting books too, right? So here's what I wanted to do to test it out. I like to give it a tricky challenge, kind of a needle in a haystack kind of thing. And in this case, I'm not having it just give me text. It's like I want a website. I want a live website that I can give the URL to somebody and they can go to that website, right? So this is what I shared with it in the chat box here. Was, hey, I just want to create a website that showcases some of the artifacts in my collection related to design history. Here are the main items. 1, I've uploaded some pics of this book. 2, here I created a blog post about these Fröbel blocks. Go to that link and research it. 3, how about this signed book on eBay here? 4, how about these lamp design concepts? I'm not exactly sure who the artist is, so validate that. Right? Number 5, how about this Shang pottery vase? Here was a link, from when I purchased it. The focus here is Frank Lloyd Wright, right? The website will not only share the items, but your advanced research on the items. So that's what's great. So now it's an AI agent. Now it's going to go to work, right? So it shares, okay, thank you for all this. Going to move this out of the way here for you. So thank you. And you see what it's doing. It's analyzing these images I'm giving it, right? It's going to work, right? It's researching it. Here's the best thing. And then sometimes I might just chat over, oh, here's a better link for this, right? And we're going. And it's researching, right? And you can see how it's going. It's trying to research things, and you see what it's researching, what it's searching for online, what it's checking. It's going into a Facebook group to try to find info. It's checking this site for more info on these unique lamps. So this is neat. You're seeing what it's doing, right? You're seeing how it's developing the website. But here's what I like best is they have this mode where you can see Manus's computer. It's almost like this AI agent is almost like a person at a computer doing all this. So here's what I like is you get to see what they're doing, right? So I can almost see the replay of this. So I can see the first thing they did was, it's like a video, was they looked at this book picture, then they're going into this, creating some code, and then at this time on June 8th, they were looking at this website of this Japanese print I've got, and then now they're coding something, they're making something. Now they're going to my website and looking at this blog post. Now they're going in working on their own site. I see it coming together, and now they're coding, right? So now they're searching for this Shang pottery. And this is what I think is the most amazing. It really helps you understand maybe an AI agent where they're going across the web. They're going to other websites, other places you may not know to look, and doing stuff. Then they're coming back to their own computer and adding code. They're building something, making a website. Sometimes I see them creating a to-do list and checking off the to-do list, right? So this is fascinating. And then I can keep coming back, like, maybe days later I forget I have something cool that I want to add, and I'll just let it know, right? And sometimes I see a problem and, fix this, you know what I mean? And I just let them know. So this is what's nice is you don't need to know how to code this to get a site. You just need to tell them what's wrong or what you'd like on there, right? And then days later I said, oh, I forgot to have another item I'd like for you to research. And here's just, a link I found I purchased this Japanese print. Here was a link from it from a number of years ago. It was still live. And you can see, okay, I'm going to work on that. I know the connection here is to Frank Lloyd Wright, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to research this, right? So that's why I'm doing it. So it's just going, right? It's working. It's doing it on your behalf. And unlike ChatGPT, where it may just take, an instant to respond with your text, this might take an hour. It might take 2 hours. And I just keep adding more stuff to it. I'm like, hey, add these images, right? Fix this, fix that. So it's pretty cool. So it's building this thing for me, and I can just see the history of it. And what else I can do is I'll just, it's sharing. Okay, I've got it updated. I've got this pottery piece now. Here's the updated website URL. So let's click on this. So here's what it made on its own. And the detail, the nuances are incredible to me. You notice it's about Frank Lloyd Wright, and Frank Lloyd Wright had a favorite color, and it's this color, right? This kind of shade of red. So it's got my artifacts in there, the autobiography, the Fröbel blocks, this print, the Arthur Jacobs lamp designs. I even added this Monona Terrace design master plan booklet in there too. It's got some cool themes. So a nice looking site, and I might, click on something here to check it out. So beautiful. I love it. Picture of the book. Here are the details of the artifact. It pulled that from what I gave it, and I think I only gave it photos, right? And description of this, the historical significance. Here's some related artifacts. More research. Download a research document. Okay. Further reading. Citations. Interesting. Let's see if any of these work. Now there's the inscription, right? So pretty amazing. And it really helps you maybe understand this AI agent concept of works not getting done. It's not a response to a chat instantly, like on ChatGPT, but this is the agent mode where it's going to work for 2 hours to do this, right? So Manus, there's a lot of things you can do for free on this. If you want to spend a lot of time on it, then you have to buy credits or a plan. But all the things that I'm doing here, I just did with the free plan. So I'll make sure to include my invite link for Manus in case you'd like to try something out here. My advice might be try something tricky, give it some images of some very obscure items, some links from the web. Give it a challenge. Maybe make a website that you can take a look at. So this has been another AI tool that I'm just hacking around with from Darren Ike and innovationtraining.org.